So it is Thursday, and we are going to talk about Impact Wrestling from last week, Thursday. My name is Chris Mary Holtman. With me, I have a sick Nick E. Anderson, and this is the Wrestling Guild. So, Nick, how are you? Fever?
Yeah. I don't know really what's going on, but yeah, so you just came from somewhere, and it's maybe not going, but yeah, hopefully it should be gone by a couple of days.
You know what the cure is?
Tea? No?
Wrestling. Wrestling is the cure.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Impact Wrestling from May 3rd. So we're in May, and it's hot outside. Must suck for you to be indoors and.
Pretty much, yeah. True that.
True that. So how did you like this show? We were talking about that last week's show. The week before was a little slow, even though a lot of things happened. I felt that a lot of things happened in this show as well, and that it picked up the pace a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it's true. It picked up the pace, absolutely, but the matches were okay, all right. They weren't, amazing.
I felt that the crowd had a little bit to do with that, because the crowd wasn't that lively this time. I mean, they'd been pretty lively, but this time, I mean, the X Division match, the trios match between Lucha Underground and Impact the crowd should have been a lot crazier for what was going on in that match.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
the audience, yeah, it's absolutely, like you say, the audience, that's their fault, and I don't know, the matches weren't really as good as they could have been. I don't know if the wrestlers were tired or what. Yeah.
I mean, it could be. You have to think that I don't know what this is, maybe the third day of taping, at least the second day after Redemption, I'm thinking. So they're going to be tired. I get that. The audience is probably going to get tired too, because most of those people probably bought tickets for the whole taping session.
But the thing is, maybe they shouldn't tape like this, because it really destroys the whole. Yeah. It destroys the episodes. I mean.
Yeah, and I think that's what they said now, because I think the next tapings that are in June, because I think I think I'm not going to say for sure, but I think that they're taping in May, or maybe that they've already taped for May. But in the beginning of June, they're taping, and then they're only going to tape for 2 days.
Oh yeah.
So they'll probably have less shows. So I'm going to think that maybe they do 4 shows for that week, and then they're going to be in Toronto, I think. So it's going to be a different crowd, a different place. So
yeah, hopefully, yeah. Okay.
So we can hope.
Yeah.
They tried something. They did something new the beginning of this episode. They had a video montage of what's been happening, set to some cool music. What did you think of that?
Cool music. It was okay. It was something different, but.
Well, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the kind of style, the feel that you got from doing it that way. Because it kind of set the table. This is kind of like some serious business. The music was kind of. I mean, the music was kind of current. It sounded a little bit like Rag and Bone Man. So I liked it.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, I mean, at least when you have something different, and like you say, it was quite a serious matter. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we had Eli Drake coming to the ring.
Yeah, I mean, he comes out, doesn't really want to fight. He just comes out and wants to start to piss off Pentagon. This is about his shit, and like he can't do shit, and he came from nowhere, and he can't speak English, and I can understand him, and yada yada yada.
He also said that Scott Steiner had the night off. He was with some freaks.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, then both Pentagon and Aries come out, and Drake cashes in his briefcase for a title shot for today.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean yeah, Pentagon comes, but the thing is, Pentagon wasn't even scared. Like he didn't give a flying duck. I mean, that was
he's zero fear.
Zero fear, absolutely. Yeah.
So they have a little stare off, and here comes the issue again. I don't know. Either you don't have Pentagon come out, or you have Pentagon. I think you have Pentagon cut like a promo in Spanish on the video screen, on the Tron. Or you don't have him come out, because when he just comes out and he says the same thing over and over again, which is, he says something about Eli Drake's mom in Spanish, and then he says "Zero miedo," and then he leaves. That's all, and it kind of falls a little bit short.
It's not as convincing, yeah.
Because Aries can talk, so the Drake and Aries will have more of an exchange. But since Pentagon Jr., I mean, he might be able to talk, he might be able to cut promo, but we don't know that because he doesn't.
Yeah, but then we, like you say, we need him doing something they have to play up like a promo from him, on the monitors, instead of him coming out and saying 2 sentences and then going. Absolutely, yeah, that's true.
So anyway, we had Don Callis and Josh Matthews. They were presenting the show behind the desk. I think that's just what we're doing. We're not getting that kind of command center screen anymore.
Yeah, I don't. We didn't see that anymore.
No.
Sanjay's gone, or they just dropped that, or.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they tested it out. The thing is, I feel, because I was thinking about that, I don't think I could see. I mean, could you picture Don Callis standing in front of that screen? Because I mean, with Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt, it looked natural. But I don't think that. I just don't think that Don Callis can pull it off.
That's so unfair. But yeah, I just think that guy sucks. So yeah, he couldn't stand there next to the monitor. No, I'm sorry.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm thinking like this. I think it has to, in order to stand like that, full figure, in front of a green screen like that, I think you need to have a certain shape, like a body type, where it looks convincing. Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt are younger. They have the physique to pull it off. Don Callis is in I think he's in his 50s maybe, and has a dad bod basically. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to. That's maybe what they're thinking. He's not convincing enough.
I mean, yeah, like you say, he's in his 50s, and yeah, it might not look as good as when Sanjay was standing there. Absolutely, that's true. I agree.
So I was thinking about that. But anyway, we're getting way off topic, really.
It's interesting.
We had an interview with Kiera Hogan, talking about how she lost her redemption. Then, I don't know, your new favorite girl?
Oh, you mean
Tessa?
Okay, Tessa, yeah. I mean, she wants a rematch against Tessa, right? If I didn't misunderstand.
No, actually, Kiera Hogan is going to have a rematch against Taya Valkyrie. But Tessa Blanchard comes in and interrupts.
Oh, yeah, and she says, oh, yeah, that's it, yeah. Basically that, Kiera is shit, and she can't do anything, and then she's going to prove that by leading her. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And then Valkyrie's going to spectate, I guess.
Well, I don't know what the plan was, but Tessa at least gets into Kira's face and says that she's a diamond, she's the best that's around, all that stuff.
But I mean, this Tessa, we haven't even seen her that much. So
we haven't seen her. Well, I don't know, but I think she might have wrestled at a one night only a few years back.
A few years back.
Yeah, before the new, because they used to have a one night only called Knockouts Knockdown or something like that with all girls.
Okay.
And I think she might have been in that.
Okay, but because I mean, she thinks she's like the queen of Impact, but
yeah, she hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not as convincing. So I don't know.
Okay, you're not convinced.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we leave it at that, and then what happens next? Your boy.
My boy Grado
making his triumphant return to Impact, and I must say, I thought that he was gone from Impact.
I mean, the amount of time that went from him being gone to him coming back now, it has been months. I mean...
Yeah, because I was thinking that he might have been gone after, like, because there was so many people leaving. You had Robbie E. left, Jesse Goddard's left. I mean, there was a bunch of people left when, like, Jeff Jarrett left, and they decided to redo the contracts on Impact. And I thought Grado was just one of those guys that was going to get lost in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, he comes there, Park is there, they hug each other, they're like happy, and
Grado's rocking around without his shirt on.
Oh yeah, his shirt wasn't important anymore, and I think he got a girlfriend as well.
He said that, and the thing is that there was a lot of bad blood between Park and Grado.
I mean, yeah, Park was like a little douche in the end, and he was a bit as well at some points against Grado, and yeah, it was some crazy stuff between them. But yeah, they seem to be friends now, but of course it can't be just that easy and everything is good. I mean, someone needs to interrupt the good moment, so we have Austin coming in.
Austin Aries interrupts with his banana.
With his, I think it was like Grado had some jelly beans. And he like throw them away and like eat real fruit.
Yeah, he's just like, no, those were banana flavored. Because he had banana flavored jelly bellies. Anyway, he just says that Aries is just there to say that everything's okay. They don't have to worry. He's going to get the title back. Well, actually, he's going to get he calls it the Otherworld title.
Yeah,
because he has the Grand Championship already, and he calls the other one the Otherworld title. I think I like this because this really plays the kind of the character that Austin Aries, I think, in a lot of ways really is. He is a little bit of a jerk, or at least people think of him as a little bit of a jerk.
I mean,
so
is he I don't think he is a babyface. I mean, he's like a kind of a mix. Could you say that? A mix?
Yeah, I think he's just like himself, and if people take him, and I think I think his character is like, I proved myself in the ring. You can like me for what I do in the ring, but you can hate me for the way I am towards other people. I think. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely does make sense. Yeah, because I mean, he's not like a douche, but he's not like babyface. I love everyone. So he's okay.
And then we actually get to I think it's probably 20-25 minutes before the first match comes in. But and that is fine. I kind of like it with a slow build. That you get a little background first. I don't know what you think.
I mean, I like my matches. I mean, too much talking gets me bored. I don't know. I want to see some people getting fudged up. I want to see someone break their back. I need some action.
Well,
yeah,
it's OVE versus KM and Falaba. How did you like this?
I miss Sammy. I don't know. Where is Sammy? I mean, he's obviously at hospital, but yeah.
Yeah, that's where he is.
They did an alright job. And I would say they won by being fast and not giving like the opponent an opportunity to rest. Like they kept going, they kept giving them shit, And KM, he was fine.
He was
okay.
He was being nice.
Do
Do you like nice KM?
No, well, yeah. I preferred the evil one.
But you hated the evil one.
Yeah, but then at least you get some hate. I mean, then I can hate someone. Now he's a baby face. I can't hate anyone.
Well, we'll see what happens. We don't know if he's going to be. I don't think that KM has the look where he could be a baby face, really. I mean, can you see that guy ever being nice?
No, never. Doesn't work. Just doesn't work.
So anyway, I like the fact that they steamrolled OVE together. I kept thinking that KM was going to turn on Falaba, to be honest.
I mean, okay. I mean, could happen, but at the same time, he was really sorry, and he needed a team. I mean, a partner. So okay.
Yeah. So anyway, OVE win by rolling Falaba up in a schoolboy. So that's it. OVE should have won. Definitely, because they haven't really been on the winning streak. They've been made to look kind of like well, you know, pussies basically, because they've been losing everything.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, they definitely deserve to win this, absolutely. And hopefully Sammy comes back. Maybe
he'll come back. Then we had an interview with Moose.
Yeah, I mean, this Moose guy, man, wow, he's like, oh yeah, 2018, it's my year, I'm gonna be a star, everyone sucks, I am the best, Johnny Impact can do shit.
Has anybody told Moose that half of 2018 is already over?
We're in May, bro. This guy, yeah, I don't think you realized that shit.
So it's going to be a very short year of the Moose.
It's going to be a really short year, yeah. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, Moose thinks, he thinks this is his year and whatnot, and then I think Jimmy Jacobs comes out, and he really, talks about Johnny.
Yeah, he says why, Jimmy Jacobs says why, did you see what we did to Johnny Impact? He's not the gorgeous anymore. If you don't watch it, you're going to go kind of the same way. Moose grabs him and asks him what he wants, and Jimmy Jacobs says that he wants Moose to face Congo Kong. So that's what's going to be happening. Congo Kong versus Moose. It's interesting here because Congo Kong is tearing through everyone.
I mean, yeah, they're giving Congo Kong a lot. I mean, wait.
What?
There was some animal shouting. I don't know if it was that.
No, okay, that was the train.
Oh, it was. No, I mean, yeah, they're giving Congo Kong a lot. Yeah. He's wrecking a lot of people, and I find that good because a couple of maybe a year ago, I don't know if it was much. Yeah, it was a year ago. I mean, he didn't really do that much.
No, he was just basically beating jobbers all the time. So
yeah, and he was quite slow and not that powerful and not as convincing. Now it's a total different story.
Yeah. I totally agree. The question is who wins between Moose and Congo Kong, because they're really pushing Moose hard as well. I'm thinking a feud between Moose and Congo Kong might just be what he needs to take that step to go towards, facing Pentagon or whatever. Or whoever happens to be the champion.
Absolutely. I mean, if Congo beats Moose, that's he's on another level, he could show other wrestlers that, hey, watch out. So,
Yeah. Anyway, Taya Valkyrie versus Kiera Hogan. Nothing really happens here. I mean, they do pretty well as far as they get.
I would say that Tessa really whooped Kiera's ass.
Yes.
That punch.
Yeah, because Tessa comes in, takes out Kiera Hogan, gives her a hammerlock DDT, and just like leaves her leg in the ring. I think this is pretty cool because at least Tessa Blanchard, she's new to the company. Kiera Hogan is fairly new, hasn't really done anything. So this builds a good feud between two people who are new in the company. Builds them up, and they can work off each other.
I mean, where is Kiera's defense in this match? I don't defense. Kiera doesn't even have a defense.
No.
He just stands there, and then, I don't know. Damn. Okay.
There was a couple of botched spots in the match between Kiera Hogan and Taya Valkyrie. I saw some things that weren't quite... You could tell that Kiera Hogan is still a bit green, as it were. But anyway...
Yeah, I mean, Tessa won, if you guys didn't realize that.
Well, Tessa wasn't in the match. She came and interrupted. Yeah. The match was a disqualification because Tessa Blanchard interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh, then we had a vignette for Cage.
Oh, Steve, this guy, they're pushing this guy as well. I mean, here, he's like outside, he's wrestling outside Impact, I think.
Yeah, he was in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, he just destroys everyone. There were like it was a match, like a 4, was it?
Yes. So there was a vignette for Cage first, and then they were in Australia. Cage was in a 4-way with Nick Moretti, that crazy guy with the hair.
Yeah.
Somebody called Brody Marshall, and then Slex. I don't know what kind of name Slex is, but anyway.
And the wrestlers weren't bad at all. I think the wrestlers were good, and still he kind of like wrecked them. He destroyed them. He picked them up. He threw them away, and he is both big and fast.
Yeah, he's the total package. And I think they want to hold off on him, kind of like being the man right now. I don't think they want to put the belt on him, because if they did, he'd be unstoppable. Who'd be able to defeat him?
Yeah. There is no way anyone can take it from him, or else they have to do like some shady shit and like maybe throw a share on him, or like.
Yeah, probably they'd end up somebody would have to cheat. But anyway, I thought that some of those, like Brody Marshall and Nick Moretti, sure, they could move in the ring and stuff like that, and they did some interesting stuff. But they didn't really have the look.
No.
I could see Slex, I think it was. He was the one that I was most impressed of by these wrestlers. I haven't seen any of these wrestlers before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Nick guy, he is, I don't know. He's I think.
Anyway, Cage wins with a drill claw. In my notes, I wrote that Slex was good.
Cage won. Damn, just wrecked everyone. Yeah.
Then we had the trios match: Drago, Aerostar, Phantasma versus DJZ, Everett, and Desmond Xavier. How did you like this crazy ass match?
Yeah. Now this is what I call like a kind of amazing, great match. I mean, high flying to the top. I mean, there was high flying moves, left and right, up and down. And it was professional. We had the professional moves. There wasn't really a lot of like fails, and we had some great moves and executions.
Execution.
It's not cation. There's no A. Execution. And I'm just really impressed. But at the same time, we have Drago. He's good. Aerostar is good. Phantasma is good. We have Desmond. DJC is alright. Andrew is alright. But we have some really good wrestlers to work with. So yeah.
I must say that I was impressed with Aerostar. His how he like walks on the ropes and stuff like that, and does everything. It's just craziness. And this match went on for quite some time. They put some time into this match.
Yeah, but that's what they need, though. I hate when they put like 5 minutes on one match. You don't get to see anything, really.
No, and I was impressed by Andrew Everett too. He has, when we saw him last, when we saw him in Japan, I think it was the last time. I think we saw him against Ishimori or something like that. He was a little bit rounder, and he wasn't moving as well. But now I was, really impressed.
I think this is one of the best matches out of the evening, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And I think he's developing a little bit of a kind of a character now. He comes out in that flyboy jacket that he has, kind of like how the pilots would wear in the war.
Yeah. But I mean, do you like it? I mean, it doesn't look bad.
No, I like it. I like the fact that he's doing a little something, with himself.
Yeah.
But the crowd was quiet for this. They were okay for a little bit, and at times they got better, but overall I think they were too quiet.
Yeah, maybe they maybe should have like some speakers with crowd noise. I mean, if that's what it takes to get the match going, I mean, then go for it.
DJ Z hits the ZDT on Aerostar and wins the match. Yeah. Aries meets up with Eli Drake and says that he understands that he's cashing in his briefcase. He wishes Drake luck, but he says he'll take that belt anyway, no matter who has it.
I mean, yeah, they're like, they have so many titles themselves, and they're like, yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah. Then we had the GWN moment of the week. We don't have to talk so much about that. It was a four-way Ultimate X match for the X Division title at Destination X. It was Zima Ion versus Mason Andrews versus Kenny King versus Sanjay Dutt. So that was DJ Z. If you didn't recognize him, that was DJ Z before he became DJ Z.
Oh, damn. That's, I don't know. Yeah, the match itself was a bit weird. Someone having a spray can in their pocket from somewhere, doesn't happen every day.
Well, that was kind of his thing. He was supposed to be like, because now kind of DJ Z's character is that he's kind of like a DJ.
Yeah.
But before, when he was Zima Ion, he was kind of supposed to be like a model, like a professional model. So when he'd come to the ring with his with a spray can, spraying his hair.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Impact Wrestling with their weird stuff.
Anyway, that's when he won the first title for the first time, I think.
Which was cheating, but
yeah, well, he was a bad guy. KM and Falaba in the back. KM says that he'll change Falaba if he follows him, get him a bunch of girls and stuff like that. And it looks like Ba's going to be on. I think that's the storyline we're going to have. I think KM is going to work with Falaba for a bit.
Yeah, he's going to make him a successful person and out of him, and but then we got some weird stuff going on.
Yes, just like the week before, a person is laid out in the back. There's an X symbol on him. I was getting a little worried that this means that I was kind of thinking, does this mean that Johnny Impact is returning, like some kind of, that this is going to be like some kind of Phantom of the Opera character, because Congo Kong destroyed his face, and then that he's going to take it out on everybody?
Oh yeah, he destroyed it. But that could happen, because we haven't really seen Johnny in a while.
No, I haven't seen him since his match with Congo Kong. But do you think that seems reasonable, that that's what's going to happen?
That seems reasonable. Yeah.
And that's kind of what I didn't want to happen. I don't want them to take an existing wrestler and have him being the person who beats people up. I want there to be a new wrestler coming in.
Someone from outside, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. Yeah, Eddie Edwards at the police station. Tommy Dreamer picks him up. And then later we also see Tommy and Eddie talking and Eddie doesn't want to listen to Tommy. So
yeah, he's like, I'm a grown man. That's what he about.
I'm a grown ass man.
You're not my dad.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
As soon as I turn 18, I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh yeah, I do my decision. Yeah.
Anyway, X Division Championship, Taiji Ishimori versus Matt Sydal. Not really sure why they did this match. Because just before they announced that there was going to be a four-way between like Aerostar, Drago, Phantasma, and Ishimori, and whoever wins it gets to challenge for the X Division match. Which kind of meant that Taiji Ishimori wasn't going to win the X Division match.
Yeah, but he kind of didn't, so...
Yeah, but I know. It was just weird to announce that beforehand. Because they kind of showed their hand.
Yeah, that's weird, yeah. So, I mean, the match was... It was good.
It was good, but it was not, like... I don't know. It wasn't what I'd come to expect. Maybe because of that they took you out of the situation by saying that Taiji Ishimori was anyway going to be in a match next week.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Anyway, Sydal wins with a pump handle pin slam, kind of his new move.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. Yeah, and then we had the Tommy Eddie segment, and then we had Allie and Rosemary talking in the back.
Yeah, they were discussing something, and I don't know, Allie wants to make a decision, but Rosemary's like, the Hive says this, and the Hive says that.
Well, Allie wanted to come out and help Rosemary, but Rosemary was saying no, because we need to do this ourselves, kind of foreshadowing that something bad was going to happen, kind of, like how Aslan knows what's going to happen when he sacrifices himself for the kids in the Narnia movie, or in the Narnia book.
Okay.
He already knows that he's going to die.
So, yeah, oh, yeah, do you mean the lion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of the same deal. Rosemary knew that something bad was going to happen, so she didn't want Allie to be there. And the match between Su Yung and Rosemary doesn't even get started. They start fighting on the outside. Su Yung hits the panic switch on Rosemary, and then the undead bridesmaids come with a casket.
Yeah.
And then they, Allie comes out to try to save her. The bridesmaids take care of her.
Yeah.
Allie and Rosemary argue. Rosemary gets taken out again and gets put through a table on the side of the ramp.
Poor guy, poor Rosemary.
and she's dead. Or something, I don't know.
Did they, drag her body?
Yeah, and put her in the casket, and then it's over. I think they played this very, very well. It's interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm thinking that Rosemary is going to come back eventually as something else. Like a different... Not that I don't think they're going to kill the Rosemary character, because I think she's over. She's good. People love Rosemary, so it'd be a shame to take her out. But on the other hand, Su Yung and Rosemary are too similar as characters.
True, yeah.
So I think they're going to do this to morph Rosemary into a new version of Rosemary.
Yeah, a new personality or something. Yeah.
It's a rebirth kind of thing.
Rebirth. Jesus style.
Kind of like Aslan in Narnia, like the lion. He comes back, yeah? Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you've seen Narnia, right? Or read it, or know of it at least.
I remember there was a lion on a mountain on the top, and he lays there dead, and then you have some kids coming, but it's already too late, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's the right movie.
It's good. He's just like, is Narnia that movie when Liam Neeson has to save his wife from terrorists?
But they go through, clothes.
Yes, they go through a wardrobe, yes.
Wardrobe, oh yeah.
You know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, that ends the show. What did you think of this show? What would you rate it?
I mean, we had some good matches, absolutely, I agree, and there were some cool stuff, but most of it was okay, fine. I would give it most probably a C. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was giving it a C too. Last week we had a C minus. This week we hit a C. We'll see what we do next week.
Maybe
yeah.
C in the övre skiktet.
Maybe. Maybe. Okay, Nick. Maybe we could talk. I don't know how you feel. If you feel we could talk on Saturday about Penta Does Iowa on Twitch.
Yeah, why not? I mean, the thing is, if I'm sick, I can't study, so why the hell not?
Exactly. So why not watch wrestling? Okay, you can find us on Twitter, on Stitcher, on YouTube, on Soundcloud, on Facebook, on Instagram. For Nick Anderson, I am Chris Merrihaltman. We'll talk to you Saturday.
Boom.